Okay, so we're talking about how we can manifest the best life for ourselves. Like, how do we do this? How do we get to the raw essence of manifesting all that we want? And I'm in the process of doing that, and I've overcome a lot of obstacles, a lot of hurdles, and it's an ebb and flow act. And so right now I'm kind of in my ebb, but I'm about to get into my flow. And sometimes when you want to manifest the best life for yourself, it takes sacrifice. It takes taking a step back or two in order to be able to move forward with what you want. So it may mean sacrificing your financials. But in the meantime of sacrificing your financial state, you're getting to the nitty and gritty of what it is that you need to do to propel yourself. So you will propel yourself. Now, when I found out what it is that I want to do, like when I found out what my soul purpose was, and this is where your abundant life lives, is your soul purpose, what you've come here to do. So you have to figure out what it is that you want to do in this life. That's where everything is. That is where financial abundance is, happiness, like everything that you want. That house, that car. Now, it's the overall good life. So we have to start asking ourselves, okay, what is it that I need to do? What is it that I love to do? And if you're anything like me, I had no idea. Now, people will tell you, like, if you're finding your soul purpose, what are you good at? What are your skills? Like, where do your talents lie? For me, I had no idea. And it was starting from scratch. I didn't feel like I had any talents. I didn't feel like I had any skills, like any existing skills that I could use for my soul purpose. And so I was trying to figure all of this out. And so my ebb at the beginning of manifesting a great life for myself was first leaving my toxic relationship. I had an opportunity where I moved in with my parents, so I didn't exactly have to get a job straight away because I didn't have a job when I left my relationship. That's like a whole other thing in another video that I made. So I had an opportunity to be like, okay, I'm going to do life properly this time. I'm going to take my time and figure it out what it is that I want to do. And where this lies is in your curiosity. What is your mind, like what are thoughts that come about that you're too scared to do? What makes you think that, oh, I can't make money out of that? Because I can 100% guarantee you that's where your soul purpose is. That's where the abundance lies. That's where the abundance of money actually is. You just then need to figure out how you can incorporate that into something. Like there's a girl that I follow on Instagram, and she creates esoteric arts, drawings, paintings, and she prints them on clothes, on on chests, not like your actual chest, like a clothing chest. So she's printing all of her drawings onto clothing and materials. And so like that's where her abundance lies. It's whatever you think that you're not going to make money from, that's where it is. And so within all of that comes all the mental hurdles and the obstacles. And so for me, it was not learning to not people please, and I'm still going on that journey right now. It's voicing myself, standing up for what it is that I want and not what is going to benefit someone else. So leaving that relationship was really extremely hard. As I said before, when I was going through my ebb moment, my ebb phase right now, in order to get where I want to be, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be doing tarot readings. I want to be doing coaching within my tarot, helping people overcome, obstacles, helping people overcome things that are blocking them from manifesting their dream life. So my ebb is to go down in my work hours, so then I can actually go down from 5 days a week to 3. So then I can actually spend quality time making videos, making content, shooting tarot videos. Now, it may take time, it may just erupt, which I'm hoping. But so this is like my ebb. It's cutting my hours at work, cutting my income in order to do what it is that I want to do. So yes, it means that life is just going to be a bit more tight, a lot more budgeted. But then there's actually a lesson within that, because it's looking at all the unnecessary things that I buy and stopping that. It's like, okay, do I actually need this? So there's lessons within lessons. And so that's what it may take for you. It may take sacrificing an income or your time or whatever it is in order to get to where you want to be. So, and for someone that loves their job but they don't know what it is that they can do with it. So take like a banker, for example. You love dealing with money, but it's like what you're doing isn't enough. Maybe you're a bank teller, maybe you're behind the scenes in the bank, and you just kind of need more from life, but you actually like what you do, but you just don't know how to put it to good use. So from a banker's standpoint of view, you could be making content on social media about helping people budget, or helping people respect money, helping people who are in toxic relationships, helping them, find a way out financially, so they have like a backup of money, so then when they leave they have that money. And so it's teaching people how to respect money, what to do with it, how to invest it, and then that could lead to, once you get like a following, it could be making group Zoom calls, and then from that it could be stepping really outside of your comfort zone and doing seminars. So it's like using what you like to do wisely and abundantly. So then like you could charge more, charge for your services outside of your job, or make it your full-time job. So when you step into your soul purpose, a whole lot of challenges are going to come your way. And trust me, I don't like it any more than what you do. I don't want to be told that there's another life lesson in this. Trust me, I've had so many life lessons, but now I'm starting to understand the life lessons. I understand why they need to come, because every time I get to a life lesson, I know that I'm about to overcome a hurdle that then is going to fast forward me to where I want to be. So it's like every time I step up, I use my voice, I'm getting so much closer to where I want to be in life. So like telling my boss that I want to go down to 3 days was so hard for me. It was really, really hard, because I can see how much of a toll her business is taking on her. And then to have one of her employees who works the most down her days, like that would be so hard. And I knew that. But at the end of the day, I had to think, what is in my best interest? Okay, this is where I want to be. So these are the steps I need to take to get there. But trust me, it was months waiting of getting like the courage to actually tell her that I want to down my days. And like for some, like that may not seem like a big deal, like what is the big deal in just saying that? But everybody has their stuff that they have to overcome. Like having to disappoint people in some kind of way, whether it's minor or not, I struggle with that because I take on their stress. Like, I really empathize with that person. And sometimes I just wish, why can't I just be a cold-hearted bitch that just does what she wants to do, and that's that. But that's not me. I really like to consider how other people feel. So, that was really huge for me. So now it's like I can actually sit down and make time for what I want to do. So you are going to have those ebb and flow moments in life. But say you don't know what it is that you want to do. What I did, because I had no idea what I wanted to do, as I was saying before, I allowed my dog is actually just walking up the stairs very quietly because he knows he's not supposed to. Hey, Ollie. So I had no idea what I wanted to do. So I followed my curiosity, like I said before. But I asked, like, your mind is a control center. So whatever command you give it, it will start doing that unconsciously. That's why affirmations actually do work. But it takes time. And a lot of the time, it will bring things up that you need to overcome, and that takes time within itself. Hello, boy. And so I asked my mind, I asked my soul, really, what is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to do? And it took a very long time to figure that out. And then I remember playing with my daughter. We were just playing a game. I wasn't even thinking about, I was always thinking about, what I'm going to do with my life. But just like in that moment of being present, like that one moment of being present, it came to me. And it's like, when you are looking for a partner, but it's when you stop looking that you find them. That's what happened with me with finding my soul purpose. The moment I just stopped, like that moment, that second, the vision came to me. And it was opening a shop. Like, I'm starting a candle line as well, so I was opening a shop and doing my coaching business. So it's like, right, okay, and it got me so excited. It's like, all right, how do I make this happen? And as I said before, it will always lie in the things that you think that you can't become abundant from. And so all the mental hurdles lie within that. So, and that's where the opportunities lie. That's like the doors won't open for you until you start making those sacrifices, until you take that leap of faith. That's when the doors open. The doors won't open when you're umming and ahhing about stepping off that ledge, metaphorically. So really think about what it is you want to do and do that. Everything will start happening for you instead of to you. But it's like every time we reach another level of ourselves, then another challenge is going to come along. It's like playing a video game. Every time you reach a level and you're about to level up, a monster comes into play. And it's like you have to defeat that monster in order to get to the next level. That monster is your mental hurdles, your life lessons. And so once you know how to defeat it, then you can move on to the next level. And then you're starting to reach new versions of yourself as you go along. And then this is how you become the wise old woman or the wise old man, is overcoming these obstacles, and then passing that knowledge on to other people. But yeah, every time we overcome an obstacle, we reach our new version of ourselves. And every time when you figure out what it is that you want to do and you start taking actions towards that, you're starting to quantum leap. You're starting to change timelines, because it's like the direction you're heading in now will be completely different if you were to change lanes and start going after what it is that you really want. That, like, your heart and soul, like, what is that craving? And again, it will always be the hardest things to surrender to. So, like, learning about tarot, like, I had to learn tarot from, I mean, everyone learns tarot from scratch, obviously, but it wasn't something that I grew up with. Like, 4 years ago, I started learning from scratch. As I said, like, I didn't have, like, a skill set of some kind. I literally learned everything from scratch. That is my sole purpose. I didn't have any, like, I didn't feel like I had, like, any underlying talents or skills that I could work on to get to where I want to be. No, like, I chose something completely different and started from nothing. So I forgot what I was going to say. So basically, yeah, when you find your, when you find your soul purpose, it will always be something that you're the most afraid of doing. But once you step into that, that's where the glory is. And it's taking baby steps. Like, do you know how long it took me to start making YouTube videos and start talking about this? And sometimes even finding your rhythm is really hard, and still you start doing it. Like, I always felt like it had to be perfect before I made my first video. Like, the amount that I started and then deleted, like, it was 3 years worth of videos. It's just stopping and starting and deleting. But it's like, now I realize where my flow is. Now, like, through taking enough action, I know what it is I want to talk about it and how I want to talk about it. I just didn't want to get on here and be like, oh, just say this affirmation and just do this visualization, and then voila, you're going to manifest your dream life. Like, no. That is, like, that's not all it takes. It takes so much more from that. And so through making these videos, I started finding my rhythm. And that's what will happen with you. Like, it's really true when they say, like, it doesn't have to be perfect, just start. Like, I can't tell you how true that is. Just start. Because the more you keep doing, the more you're going to find your flow and what you like and what you don't like. And trust me, I wish I just knew what it is I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it straight away. That it would take so much, like, lost time away. But that's not how it happens. So you may feel like you want to do something, you start doing it, and then you kind of change direction a little bit, and that is absolutely fine. But just keep doing and do the thing that you are most afraid of doing. And if that thing is, like, you just feel like you need to quit your job and travel, that's what you need to do. That is what you need. Like, and for starters, I've done that. I saved up money and I quit my job and I bought a one-way ticket overseas, and then I backpacked Southeast Asia for like 3 or 4 months. I went to Europe and I met, like, the most incredible people. Like, so as cliche as it is, I found myself through traveling, and that just may be the thing that you need to do. And also, no, this is the one thing I really wanted to say was, you don't need to know why. Whatever your heart is telling you to do, you don't need to know why. You don't need to know why you feel like you just need to buy this ticket to be in this place. You don't know why you just feel like you just need to go on that road trip or start learning about tarot. Like, I had no idea what road I was going to go down learning tarot. No idea. And now I'm starting to learn the psychology of tarot and wanting to coach people by pulling tarot cards to get more of a deeper understanding of what's going on that they are unaware of. I had no idea that's what was going to come of it. It's always going to surprise you. So surrender to your resistance. Surrender to what is holding you back. Because that's where all the glory is. That's where all the abundance lies. Trust me, I've done it. It's working. And it's been a tough road, yes. It's been one hell of a ride. But I'm finally getting happy. And happiness comes within you. It doesn't come from a relationship or a friendship or anywhere. It all comes within you. And we're all too scared to take that leap of faith. We're all, like, we would just rather stay safe in a 9 to 5 job, knowing how much income we're getting per week, it feels safe. But your soul is asking for more, or it's asking you to do less. Actually, what your soul is calling you to do is probably the one thing that you're not doing, and you need to stop rushing. You need to stop overworking. Like, manifesting like your dream job doesn't necessarily come from working endless hours. When you're doing what you want to do, you get to dictate how you want to do it and when you want to do it and where you want to do it. Like, you are the creator of your reality. And sometimes, like me, like my soul was telling me to quit altogether and put every single day of my time into these videos, creating social media content. But that was too scary for me. So I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. There are things I need to pay for. So let's just down my hours. Let's not go all in. Let's just down my hours at work. So you don't have to go all in, but do what your heart is telling you to do. Don't ask questions, just do. Alright, so I'm going to leave you with that. I hope I have given you a lot of insight and some homework to do. Your homework is to be asking what it is that you want to do with your life. Just ask that question and you will receive an answer. It may take days, it may take weeks, it may come straight away. You may know exactly what you need to do. It's just taking that leap of faith and stepping into that unknown and possibly sacrificing something. But know that's what you've got to do in order to live your best life. Alright, with that, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll see you in my next video.